All right, I guess we clocked in. What's going on, party people? Now, I just wanted to address this real quick because I realize a lot of people struggle with that. People, especially nowadays, right? Because people trying to show how independent and how strong that they are, then they would say the things like, and I hear that from from a lot of women, right? I want a man, but I don't need a man. It's almost like to need anything makes you weak. Like your body, you need to take a shit. Like your body needs water. You know what I'm saying? Those are needs. You know what I'm saying? That has to be fulfilled. Has nothing to do with being weak. For instance, for me, I need a woman. In fact, the reason why I'm saying that I need it, it comes from strength. It comes from me knowing who I am and also understanding the value that a woman would bring into my life. So I need that. It doesn't mean I'm needy. It doesn't mean I would just do anything just to have a woman. It has nothing to do with that. Like when you have a house, a woman would turn a house into a home. I need that. I fucking need that shit. Because it brings value to me, which has absolutely nothing to do with being weak. Just like people always want to be independent, but you don't talk about how dependent you are. See, for you to be whole, anybody who's independent, you got to be dependent. What is the talk now? Everybody's is having a business. Well, who's the fuck's going to buy your product? Or who's going to work for you? So for you to be independent, you got to be dependent. So that's how I know, for me personally, when someone isn't really dependent. Who isn't really independent. Because you have not fully embraced, like you become one-sided. So therefore, you truly speaking from fear or out of weakness because you're not whole. You see, true power comes from you understanding how whole you are. Now, for me to be independent, I understand I need to be dependent. If you have your job or you're getting 100,000, whatever the fuck money that you're buying, you being independent, well, guess what? You needed a job for you to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? So to need anything doesn't mean that you're weak. For instance, I may need a shoe, right? But I wear size 13. So regardless of how much I need something, if it doesn't fit me, there's nothing I could do with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So because I need a shoe, if you give me, let's just say, a 12 and a half, there's nothing I could do with it, man. It's going to hurt my feet. So to need anything does not mean you are weak. Now, to be needy is different. Needy is, for the most part, anybody who's needy, or those pick-me's, however the fuck you want to call them, that's totally different. For the most part, those are people who don't really need you. Believe it or not. Regardless of how needy they may be, they don't really need you because they don't see your value. They don't know how valuable. That's why a lot of, for the most part, a lot of those people, they are reacting out of fear, out of validation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those are the people, let's just say, when they are so needy or they're looking to trap somebody, it's out of fear because they know deep inside of them, for the most part, it's out of rejection. They've been rejected so many times, so therefore they don't even think they are worthy of anything. So for them to have anything, now it's either they have to trap you, they have to do all that kind of shit. Those are what your needy people are. That's weakness. But when you understand, like by me saying I need a woman, I know the value that I'm bringing to her and the value she'll be adding to me. You know what I'm saying? Like your body needs water. That doesn't mean your body's weak. You know what I'm saying? It means for your body to function in his best or at his best, water is needed. So as a man, for me to fully embrace or have a full experience, a woman would add that to me. Now, because a woman would add that to me, just like I was saying, because I wear, what I'm saying, size 13, I'm not going to be with just anybody because of that. That's like you saying, if you're going to be with someone and you don't see their values, what's the point of even you being with that person? And just for you to be strong, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to act like I'm denying, how great you are into my life. Nah, man, that's fear. That's you not being, a lot of us, we don't know how to be vulnerable. That's like saying being vulnerable is weak. No, it's not. It feel naked, definitely naked, but the more, the more vulnerable you become, you learn how to be, the stronger you are. That's like you being yourself. In fact, when we're talking about a relationship, that's the purpose of you being in a relationship. It's for intimacy and vulnerability. Do you understand what I'm saying? So again, I'm not gonna, spend too much time on that. But I realize a lot of people don't really understand, and the difference between being needy and having needs. And for the most part, somehow having your need has become something weak that I don't understand how. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. Do you see what I'm saying? And people are trying to say that I want you, that it's not, I don't need you, as if somehow it makes it better. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, I get the idea behind it. The idea behind it is that what you're saying is, I know who I am, and then there you go again. If the idea behind it is you being satisfied with who you are, so for you to need, if you know who you are, you need something else, that means, it's coming from a place of power. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, hey, listen, man, I'm pretty sure you have masturbated before, right? I have too. Regardless of what you want to say, that is not the same as getting some pussy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Masturbation and getting some pussy is not the same thing. And if you're a woman, you masturbate, getting some dick in you, whatever the fuck toys that you use, saying, it's not going to be the same, bro. You can lie to yourself all you want. Do you see what I'm saying? Needing something, it's not weak. Like, we need hugs too, bro. That's part of who we are. But a lot of people that are trying to act like you don't need this, it's out of your weakness. It's out of rejection, out of fear. And I could smell it when I see it. Just like if you're claiming to be independent, true independent, people who are truly independent, they understand they are dependent too. That's why you'll see people who are truly independent, they will think they're fucking workers. They got $1 million. Why the fuck are you thinking? Why the fuck do you think they're doing that? And if you have a business, who the fuck's gonna buy your product? If you so don't need anybody, or somehow need makes you weak. This shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? To even say that, it comes out of you being fucking weak. So needs and being needy are two different things. You know when your needs, or you knowing that you need something, it adds value to you. This is you making yourself better. The idea If you need something, it's for that something to make you better. So because I need a woman, why would I be with someone who's not adding values to me? Then at this point, I don't even fucking need you because you're not adding anything to me. Does that make sense? So don't confuse making the wrong choices. Do you see what I'm saying? With your fucking needs. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like, a lot of people struggle with that. And the reason why they struggle with that, it's because somehow they trying to make sure that they are satisfied in the inside, or like, they're not speaking from a lack perspective, whereas that's the very thing that they're doing. Because just like I said, me knowing that I need a woman, that's not because of a lacking. Do you see what I'm saying? That's from me knowing who I am, and what a woman is giving to me is adding to me. Not necessarily from a lacking perspective. From a lacking perspective would be more like, those people who are needy. There's a difference between you knowing who you are, because again, we all need each other. There's like, just like they say, if it wasn't for poor people, rich people would have to eat their money. We all need each other. For you to be independent, don't you have a job? Are you clocking in, clocking out somewhere else? Or if you have a business, since the business thing is the way to go, right? Do you not need customers? Who's going to buy your shit? So you're going to be depending on other people. In other words, you're going to need. Does that make you weak? Because if you have a business, you need customers? Does that make you weak? Or it's because you understand having a product, people must buy it. We are all interconnected. We all need each other. And when you understand that, that is where the true power lies. To be truly independent is to understand that you also dependent. Now you become whole. You're not speaking from a one-sided perspective. Whenever you're speaking from a one-sided perspective, that means you haven't fully, and you can definitely see too, especially if you see any woman who always claimed to be independent, you could tell there's something missing. You could tell, internally, they're not whole. So they're not as independent as they claim to be. So again, I'm not gonna, stay too long on that. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So, real quick, because I notice a lot of people struggle with that. And, and again, they're trying to say, I don't want you. I don't need you. I want you, as if somehow it gives you more. It's a powerful. Do you see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying to you is, if you know yourself, then you understand that needing, there's nothing weak in it. There's nothing weak in your body needs water, bro. And it's not speaking from a lack perspective in a sense that you can't live without it, but you understand having it is adding values to you. So why the fuck would you not need that? You want that? Let me see. Something that's adding more values to you. You would rather, you don't need it. You want it. Come on, man. Like, again, this is coming out of lack, out of fear, out of you not seeing the full picture. And we're going to leave it there. I shan't.